What if I told you that the reason you are always broke is not your salary, but a few silent habits you repeat every single day? You work hard. You earn money. Yet at the end of every month, your bank account feels like a leaking bucket. Now imagine this. There is a simple Japanese system that has helped ordinary people take control of their money, eliminate financial stress, and quietly build wealth step by step. No complicated investments. No extreme budgeting. No unrealistic promises. Just a notebook, a strategy, and discipline. And when you combine this method with smart online income streams, you stop surviving paycheck to paycheck and start building real financial freedom. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will see money differently, and you will have a clear step-by-step plan to take control of your financial future starting today. Imagine this. It is the end of the month. You check your bank account. The number is lower than you expected. Again, you work hard. You wake up early. You stay late. Yet somehow, your money disappears. Small purchases, random online orders, food delivery after long days, subscriptions you forgot about. You tell yourself, next month will be different. But next month comes, and nothing changes. This is the silent struggle most people face. It is not that you do not earn money. It is that money slips through your hands without a clear plan. The stress builds slowly. Bills arrive. Savings stay small. Dreams feel far away. Now imagine a different approach. Quiet, simple, intentional. This is where the Japanese way comes in. In Japan, there is a method called Kakeibo. The word means household financial ledger. It is more than budgeting. It is a conversation with your money. Step by step, here is how it works. Step 1. Write down your income. At the beginning of the month, write exactly how much money you will receive. Salary, side income, any extra cash. Seeing the full amount on paper changes your mindset. It becomes real. Step 2. Define your savings goal first. Before you think about spending, decide how much you will save, even if it is small. 5%, 10%. The rule is simple. Save first, spend what remains. This creates tension. At first, it feels tight. You might think there is not enough left. That discomfort is powerful. It forces awareness. Step 3. Divide expenses into 4 categories. In the traditional Kakeibo system, expenses are divided into 4 groups. Needs, rent, groceries, utilities. Wants, eating out, shopping. Culture, books, courses, self-improvement. Unexpected, repairs, emergencies. When you write each expense under a category, you start to see patterns. Maybe your wants are larger than your needs. Maybe small daily spending is the real problem. Step 4. Ask yourself 4 questions. At the end of each week, reflect. How much money do I have? How much would I like to save? How much am I actually spending? How can I improve? This reflection builds discipline. It creates emotional awareness. You stop spending to escape stress. You start spending with purpose. Now here is the suspense. Saving money alone will not make you rich. It creates stability. But stability is only the foundation. The real transformation happens when you combine saving with earning more. Once you control your expenses, you free up mental energy. That energy can be used to build income online. Here are practical ways to do that. Sell a simple skill online. You do not need to be an expert. If you can design basic graphics, write simple text, edit videos, or translate languages, you can offer services on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. For example, if you know how to use Canva, you can design social media posts for small businesses. Start with 1 client. Charge a fair price. Deliver quality work. Ask for a review. Repeat. Start digital reselling. Buy undervalued items and resell them online. You can find discounted products in local stores and sell them on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You can also resell digital products. For example, purchase resale rights to an ebook, improve the cover, and sell it again. Create simple educational content. If you understand budgeting, fitness, cooking, or language learning, create short videos and upload them to YouTube. At first, you are nothing. That is where emotional tension appears. You post. Few people watch. But consistency builds trust. Once your channel grows, you can earn through ads, affiliate marketing, and selling your own digital guides. Affiliate marketing. Recommend products you already use. Share links through social media or a simple blog. When someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. Platforms like Amazon offer affiliate programs that beginners can join. Print on demand. Design simple quotes or graphics and upload them to print-on-demand platforms. When someone buys a shirt or mug, the platform prints and ships it. You keep the profit margin. You do not handle inventory. Now imagine combining these steps. You follow the Japanese saving method. You track every dollar. You reduce unnecessary spending. You save consistently. At the same time, you build one small online income stream. At first, it is $20, then $100, then $500. One day, you check your bank account at the end of the month. The number is higher than you expected. For the first time, money is not disappearing. It is growing. The Japanese way teaches discipline. Online income builds opportunity. Together, they create freedom. The struggle turns into control. The stress turns into confidence. And the person who once worried at the end of every month becomes someone who plans years ahead. That transformation begins with one simple act: writing your numbers down and deciding that this time will be different. You open your notebook again. This time, something feels different. There's no fear when you look at the numbers. There is curiosity. There is strategy. You begin to notice small victories. You skipped 2 unnecessary purchases this week. You cooked at home instead of ordering food. You saved an extra $50. It seems small, but small changes repeated every month create powerful results. Then a new question appears in your mind. If I can control my money like this, what else can I control? This is where most people stop. They save a little. They feel slightly better. Then they relax and fall back into old habits. You will not. You decide to increase the pressure in a positive way. You set a clear target. Build an extra $1,000 per month online within 1 year. It sounds ambitious. That is good. Ambition creates focus. Now you apply the same Japanese discipline to building income. Step 1. Choose one path only. Do not chase 10 different side hustles. That creates confusion. Choose one model and commit for 90 days. For example, freelance writing. You create an account on Upwork. At first, nobody hires you. You send proposals. No replies. Doubt appears. You might think you are not good enough. But remember the budgeting method. Reflection is power. You improve your profile. You write clearer proposals. You offer a lower starting price to build trust. After 10 proposals, one client responds. The first project pays $50. It is not about the amount. It is proof. Step 2. Reinvest your first earnings. Instead of spending that $50, reinvest it. Buy a short online course. Upgrade your internet speed. Purchase better tools. Growth requires reinvestment. This is how businesses think, not consumers. Step 3. Build a simple system. If you choose content creation, upload one video every week on YouTube. If you choose selling products, list 5 items every week on eBay. If you choose design services, send 5 proposals daily on Fiverr. Small daily actions remove emotional drama. You do the work whether you feel motivated or not. Months pass. There will be moments of tension. A client cancels a contract. A video receives no views. A product does not sell. This is the breaking point for most people. But remember why you started. You were tired of financial stress. You were tired of watching your account shrink. You wanted control. So you adjust instead of quitting. You study successful sellers. You analyze trending videos. You improve your service quality. Slowly, income becomes consistent. $300 per month. $500 per month. $800 per month. Now something powerful happens. Your savings rate increases without pain. Because your lifestyle did not inflate. You still follow the Japanese budgeting principles, inspired by Kakeibo. You still write every expense. You still ask the 4 reflection questions. But now, instead of surviving, you are building. You create an emergency fund covering 6 months of expenses. You invest a portion of your extra income. You explore building a second digital asset, perhaps affiliate marketing with Amazon products related to budgeting and productivity. Your confidence grows quietly. Friends may not notice at first. Your lifestyle looks normal. But internally, everything has changed. You are no longer reacting to bills. You are planning investments. You are thinking long-term. One evening, you look back at the version of yourself who felt anxious at the end of every month. That person believed earning more money was the only solution. Now you understand the truth. Discipline creates stability. Skill creates income. Consistency creates freedom. The Japanese way to save money is not only about tracking expenses. It is about becoming intentional with every decision. When you combine intentional saving with intentional earning, money stops being a source of stress and becomes a tool. And the most powerful part is this. You did not win the lottery. You did not receive a promotion. You did not depend on luck. You followed simple steps. You faced emotional discomfort. You stayed consistent when results were invisible. That is how ordinary people build extraordinary financial control. Step by step, month by month, decision by decision. And it all started with one notebook and the decision to take responsibility for your future. And responsibility changes everything. Because once you accept that your financial life is your responsibility, excuses lose their power. You stop blaming your salary. You stop blaming the economy. You stop blaming your past mistakes. Instead, you focus on leverage. Leverage is simple. It means doing work once and getting paid more than once. This is where your journey evolves from side hustle to scalable income. Let us go deeper. You already mastered tracking expenses using the principles inspired by Kakeibo. You already built one income stream through freelancing or reselling. Now you build assets. Asset 1, digital products. If you are a freelance writer, turn your knowledge into a short guide. For example, how to get your first client on Upwork. Write it in simple language. 20 pages are enough. Save it as a PDF. Sell it for $15. If 10 people buy it, you earn $150. If 100 people buy it, you earn $1,500. You created it once. It sells repeatedly. Asset 2, niche content channel. Instead of random videos, choose one focused topic. Budgeting for young professionals. Simple side hustles for beginners. Saving money using Japanese methods. Upload consistently on YouTube. At first, growth feels slow. You may question yourself. You may compare your channel to others and feel small. That comparison creates emotional tension. But remember, most people quit during the silent phase. The silent phase is where character is built. After months of consistent uploads, your library grows. 20 videos, 50 videos, 100 videos. Each video becomes a small employee working for you day and night. Asset 3, simple automation. If you promote products through affiliate programs like Amazon, create content that answers specific problems. For example, best budget planners for beginners. Affordable equipment for starting a side hustle at home. When someone searches online and finds your content, your link works automatically. You do not trade hours for dollars. You trade value for commission. Now imagine this scenario. Your monthly expenses are $2,000. You saved 6 months of emergency funds. Your freelancing brings $1,000. Your digital products bring $500. Your affiliate income brings $300. You have crossed the survival line. At this stage, fear decreases. And when fear decreases, creativity increases. You begin thinking bigger. Can you build a small online course? Can you create a membership community teaching budgeting systems? Can you collaborate with other creators? Each idea feels possible because your foundation is strong. This is the hidden power of the Japanese way. It forces clarity first. It builds discipline second. It supports expansion third. Without clarity, extra income disappears. Without discipline, higher earnings create higher spending. Without expansion, savings grow too slowly. Now there's one final shift. Identity. You no longer say, I am bad with money. You say, I manage money with intention. You no longer say, I hope I earn more. You say, I build income systems. That identity shapes your decisions daily. When you see an unnecessary purchase, you pause and evaluate logically. When you see an opportunity, you analyze instead of doubting yourself. The stress that once controlled you becomes fuel. And one day, someone asks you how you changed your financial life. They expect a secret investment strategy. They expect complicated formulas. You tell them something simple. You wrote down your income. You saved first. You tracked every expense. You built one side hustle. You stayed consistent when results were invisible. You turned skills into assets. Step by step. The Japanese way to save money is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is structured. It is patient. But when patience meets consistent online income, the result is powerful. You move from surviving paycheck, to building security, to building assets, to building freedom. And the most surprising part is this. The process never required perfection. It required awareness. It required action. It required endurance. The notebook was the beginning. The systems became the engine. And your discipline became the bridge between where you were and where you are now. And once you build the bridge, you realize something important. Freedom is not a destination. It is a structure you maintain. Money still comes in. Money still goes out. Opportunities still appear. Challenges still test you. But now you respond differently. You begin to think in seasons. Season 1 was survival. Season 2 was stability. Season 3 was growth. Now you enter Season 4, multiplication. Multiplication means your money begins working harder than you do. You take a portion of your online income and invest it wisely. You study basic investing. You avoid hype. You focus on long-term growth. You continue using the reflection system inspired by Kakeibo. But now your questions evolve. How can I increase my income efficiency? How can I reduce wasted time? How can I turn one skill into multiple income streams? For example, if you built a freelance design business on Fiverr, you can create design templates and sell them repeatedly. Teach beginners how to design through recorded lessons. Offer premium consulting at a higher rate. One skill, 3 income streams. If you built a content channel on YouTube, you can earn from advertisements. Promote affiliate products from Amazon. Sell your own digital planner, teaching the Japanese saving method. Again, one platform. Multiple streams. Now the emotional shift becomes deeper. You stop chasing money. You start building value. And value attracts money naturally. But here is the final test. Lifestyle inflation. As income grows, temptation grows. Better phone. Bigger apartment. More subscriptions. Luxury purchases to prove success. This is where many people collapse financially, even after earning more. But you remember the early days. You remember checking your bank account with anxiety. You remember the pressure of unpaid bills. You remember promising yourself that you would never return to that state. So you apply one powerful rule. Increase your lifestyle slowly. Increase your investments faster. When your income grows by $1,000, maybe you increase spending by $200. The rest builds assets. This discipline creates long-term security. Now imagine 5 years have passed. You have a fully funded emergency account, multiple online income streams, investments growing quietly in the background, skills that are in demand globally. You are not dependent on one employer. You are not afraid of economic shifts. You are adaptable. And the most powerful transformation is internal. You trust yourself. You trust your ability to create income. You trust your ability to manage money. You trust your discipline. That trust removes fear. And when fear disappears, possibilities expand. The Japanese way to save money began with writing numbers in a notebook. But in reality, it built something far greater. It built awareness. It built control. It built patience. It built strength. You learned that money is emotional before it is mathematical. You learned that discipline beats motivation. You learned that small, consistent actions defeat dramatic temporary efforts. Most people wait for a big breakthrough. You built yours quietly, line by line, client by client, video by video, dollar by dollar. There was no applause in the beginning. There was no recognition during the struggle. But there was progress. And progress, repeated consistently, changes identity. Today you are no longer someone who hopes for financial stability. You are someone who designs it. That is the real Japanese way. Not only saving money, but mastering yourself. Now take a deep look at everything you have learned. The Japanese way to save money is not about restriction. It is about awareness. It is not about earning millions overnight. It is about building control step by step. You started with a simple notebook. You wrote down your income. You saved before spending. You tracked every expense. You asked honest questions every week. That discipline gave you clarity. Clarity gave you confidence. Confidence gave you the courage to build income online. You chose one skill. You committed for 90 days. You faced rejection. You improved. You earned your first dollar online. Then you reinvested. You built digital assets. You created systems. You multiplied income streams. And most importantly, you refused to let lifestyle inflation destroy your progress. Here are the key lessons. Small daily decisions shape your financial future. Saving without earning limits growth. Earning without discipline destroys wealth. Consistency is more powerful than motivation. Identity determines income. The Japanese method inspired by Kakeibo teaches structure. Platforms like Fiverr and YouTube give opportunity. Affiliate programs like Amazon provide scalability. But none of it works without your decision. Your decision to take responsibility. Your decision to stay consistent when results are invisible. Your decision to delay comfort for freedom. 5 years from now, you will either thank yourself or question why you waited. The difference begins today. Open a notebook. Write your numbers. Choose one side hustle. Commit for 90 days. Track your progress weekly. Do not wait for perfect timing. Do not wait for extra confidence. Start with what you have. If this message gave you clarity, make a commitment right now. Subscribe to this channel for more practical strategies. Like this video so more people can learn financial discipline. Share it with someone who needs a financial reset. Your transformation begins with one decision. Make it today.